The Little Mushroom situation is insane. Do you guys remember the MDZS Jungchung cover fiasco that happened not too long ago? You know, the one that factually caused real harm over a subjective opinion. Well, history seems to be repeating itself. For the MDZS fiasco, a choice was made for this to be an official cover, something assisted by a Chinese human professional artist. For Little Mushroom, 2 localization choices were made: a simple lack of space and a name for the MC, and the ML being referred to as a judge. These choices were assisted by a Chinese human professional translator. Now, some people had pretty negative opinions about both choices, and it's resulted in severe, inexcusable cyber violence. To summarize, in both situations, the following happened. Subjective opinions are being declared as factual truth. For MDZS, it was stuff like this. For Little Mushroom, it looked similar. People are participating in harmful behavior. For MDZS, it looked like this. For Little Mushroom, it looked similar. People are making hurtful assumptions and accusations. For MDZS, it looked like this. For Little Mushroom, it looks similar. And last but not least, the situation is being escalated and manipulated. For MDZS, it looked like this. For Little Mushroom, it once again looks similar. Here's my opinion regarding the choice for the MC's name. My opinion is that I don't mind if it's Unja with a space or Unja without the space when referring to the MC. I am happy with either. My opinion is based off these facts. Both are said the exact same way out loud or in my head while reading. Both translate back to the original text with the same characters in the same order. Both still contain the surname An, which is essentially bequeathed by the original human to this mushroom. Both make an effort to differentiate one as a human and one as a mushroom. Both can be interpreted as carrying the same or similar implications. They are simply localized a little differently. Here's my opinion regarding the choice for how the ML is referred to. My opinion is that I don't mind if it's judge or arbiter when referring to the ML. I am happy with either. My opinion is based off these facts. Both have been used for years officially. Both depict a fictional fantasy position that the ML holds. Both relay the same or similar implications that this fictional fantasy position involves making a decision. And just like with the MC's name, they are simply localized a little differently. Here's my opinion regarding 7C's response. I completely understand why for some, it might feel frustrating that 7C's indicated at one point these could actually be mistakes, but then later confirmed they were not. I'm actually happy with their responses, as I personally can identify that they do listen and they do improve in some areas. This pleases me as a consumer and fan. This opinion is based off these facts. 7C's has been accused of not supporting their employees in the face of harassment. 7C's has proved that they do actually support their employees. They did so with Ruthie regarding the MDZS cover, and they're doing so again with the translators for Little Mushroom. 7C's has been accused of not improving in their support of their employees in the face of harassment. 7C's has proved that they do improve, as depicted in this situation with Little Mushroom where they were faster and said more. 7C's has been accused of never listening to feedback. Everything I just discussed automatically disproves that. They do listen to feedback. Otherwise, they wouldn't have acknowledged this situation. They do listen to feedback. They showed that they can support their employees faster and can add more than just a repost. They do listen to feedback. Otherwise, they wouldn't have made an effort to clarify their stances regarding AI after their acquisition like the customers were demanding. We are at a point where stating someone needs to listen to feedback is inappropriately being utilized synonymously with adhere to my personal opinions and demands. It kind of makes me think of this infamous tweet. Just food for thought. Overall, the reality is that it is perfectly normal and inevitable for translators to localize differently. Human beings are not perfect clones of each other. From translator to translator, there will be different ideas on how to relay the same meaning. I personally celebrate that diversity. I'll take that any day over programmed AI without this soul and unique thoughtfulness that goes into these choices. Mind you, people are freaking out because this info was revealed on a cover. None of us know what the actual story will contain. They could expand on it, such as specifying the ML's more unique role by either description or terminology, something we've once again already seen officially for years with terminology like judge versus supreme judge. I'm actually happy that 7C's has shown improvement in how they handle these situations. They listened and acknowledged concerns under a cover reveal post. They did the professional thing, which is to investigate further internally before making a final decision. And upon investigation, They confirmed these were localization choices by human Chinese professionals. They chose to defend and support their human employees, not throw them under the bus. They chose to speak out in a timely and professional manner, which is an improvement from the NDZS cover situation. They did defend Ruthie, but people whined about how they did it and how long it took them. Well, once again, this proves that they do listen. This time, they did it faster. This time, they added more words, even though the message is exactly the same. The message is, stop harassing their employees. Now, you are allowed to disagree with my subjective opinions. At the end of the day, you're either going to buy the book or you won't. These are the objective facts. The translator is Chinese. The translator is human. It doesn't matter how you feel about their personal explanations on their personal accounts. It is wrong to harass them and send death threats, especially to the point that their account is gone now. We all understand that concept when it came to the Chinese manhwa artist Chi-Chi, right? We all understand that concept when it comes to the Chinese cover artist Ruthie, right? But for some reason, with this Chinese translator for Little Mushroom, it's different. A lot of these people are actually saying publicly with their full chest, well, harassment is wrong, but, or, yes, no one should send death threats, but, zip it. No. The actual objective fact is that your opinions on a choice does not justify harming a real person. It just doesn't. I do not care if your opinion is different, and I don't care to debate it. I don't want to engage with that, and I don't want to see it in my personal spaces. That's my autonomy and boundary I have the right to set. I'm just here to talk about the situation since people asked me to, inspire others to not participate in this violence, and maybe actually help the situation by showing the translator and publisher some love, and then hopefully move on. I am in full support of this incredible award-winning story being relicensed and republished so that it doesn't become lost media. I'm pro-kindness and pro-diversity. I embrace unique ways real human translators passionately go about translating a story so that more may have access to it. I acknowledge and am okay with the fact that it is literally impossible for a translator, artist, business, or person to please everyone. There is always going to be someone unhappy, but the unhappiness does not justify harm. Unja is still Unja. A space was just deleted. Lu Fang is still Lu Fang. He is just being referred to in a way he has always been officially in English for years. I love the story of these two characters so much. I love Little Mushroom. If you feel the same way or are interested in the story, I recommend you go buy it so that we can support the author and this genre. And if you want to support the little guys rather than big corps like Amazon and want to get extra perks like discounts and exclusive freebies, go get it through Yigibean with my code in bio before June 1st. I'm personally looking forward to one of my favorite Danmei series being published again, this time with beautiful inner art and hardcovers. I'm going to stay positive in my little corner of this fandom. Stay safe out there, Danmei fans. I'll see you next time.